I'm gonna start it. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the,
evening.
what?
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the Board of Administration meeting, Country Club Tower of Coral Springs, Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. We're gonna call the meeting to order. Roll call, Noreen,
Roll call, board members in attendance via Zoom in Florida with Jerry Rubin, President, Arlene. Okay. Arlene Rubin, Don Davis, Noreen Minicello, Migdalia Aldia, Dr. Dan Mason, who's the COVID committee, and Joe Shakin and Dorothy Izone, assistants to the board.
okay,
We're all here, I think.
we're all here. Reading of the unread minutes for the last meeting.
Okay. Portable air conditioners.
No, here, the whole thing, whole thing. Start from the beginning.
The meeting of the Board of Directors of Country Club Tower of Coral Springs was called to order by President Jerry Rubin at 7:30 via Zoom in Florida. Minutes of the Tuesday, March 25th meeting was read by Jerry Rubin and accepted as submitted. Jerry Rubin gave a detailed report of all CCT accounts. Dr. Dan Mason reiterated about keeping up to date on your vaccines and boosters. Joe Shakin announced that all balconies are completed. Jerry Rubin thanked Sandra Schaff for events at CCT. Portable air conditioners have been installed in the lounge for our comfort. The air conditioner will take another few months to build where there is a shortage of Freon. Outside projects to commence shortly. Pressure cleaning sidewalks, drive-through walls, and breezeway to be painted along with lines and numbers. Orientation committee needs help. If anyone would like to volunteer, please contact Loretta. She really could use your help. Maintenance fees are due by the 1st of the month. Any maintenance fee not paid by the 10th will be subject to a $25 late fee plus 1.5% interest added to the balance. When driving into CCT parking lot, please drive slowly. Special assessment notices were sent out to unit owners regarding the $200,000 to be paid in two payments, May 15th and September 15th. The floor was open to everyone present in the Zoom meeting. All questions and concerns were addressed. Jerry Rubin made a motion to adjourn the meeting at 9:15 p.m. Dottie Izone seconded the motion.
I make a motion. Any errors or omissions? I make a motion that we accept the minutes as read. Somebody seconded.
I second it.
Motion accepted, minutes accepted as read. Communications report, we have none. Treasurer's report, I'll give the treasurer's report. We're doing really well where we money is concerned with the building. In the Valley operating account, as of today, we have $140,233. Bank America Reserve, we have $11,409. Valley Reserve, we have $108,639.38. Flagstar Reserve, we have $104,246.91 for a total of $224,295.38. Flagstar on the leasehold, we have $74,975.12, and the Valley Special Assessment, we have $114,633. Still some bills to be paid, but we're doing really well. We've got everything under control, so everything is looking good as far as finances are concerned. Officers' reports, I'm going to give a report that
Jerry, excuse me, can I interrupt you for 1 second? Jerry?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Dan is waiting in queue to be let in. Dan Mason.
We don't have them on here.
We don't have him on yet.
Let me
It
hear more.
says waiting.
Wait,
They're
they're
coming
just
in
coming in now.
Okay. 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 You're on.
All the work that has been done over the summer, the building is really looking A1 pristine. Everybody is giving us compliments. I know that the breezeway took a while to do, but the breezeway really looks really beautiful. I don't know if any of you have noticed the signs that are up in the frames along the sides of the walls, but we did a lot there, and the breezeway really has come to bear. It really looks beautiful. Okay, let's go on to committee reports. Sandy, are you on?
Yes. Which Sandy?
Well,
Social.
why don't you give a report on what you want to do with the veterans?
The city of Coral Springs is looking for veterans. So let maybe the security guard know that you are a veteran or you know someone that's a veteran in the city so we can honor you.
Okay. Thank you. We'll put I know we were supposed to do it, but I'm gonna tell Elise right now while we're on the phone, on the meeting. Elise, will you put a clipboard out there tomorrow for all veterans in the building to sign up? The city is going to honor them. Sandy Schaff, Entertainment Committee. Is Sandy with us? No, I guess she's not here. Unfinished business, we have none. Admissions. Since the last meeting, we've leased 8 apartments. There have been 3 sales, applications in progress, 1. 80-20, over 80 years old, over 55, there is 80.38%, and under 55, 11.48%. So that's what we have as far as the 80-20 is concerned. Okay, we're gonna go on to new business. The board is contemplating to make it a little easier for people to rent and maybe sell, having to change the age from 55 to 50. Does anybody have any discussion on that matter, that we drop it to 50 instead of 55?
Does that require a vote of the association?
Oh, it's a
Because
vote of the
we're-
board,
What's that?
a vote of the board.
Okay, so the board can change the basic ducks
Right,
without getting anyone else involved.
well,
Just
Jerry,
asking.
you might want to point out that doesn't change the 80-20.
right.
That was my
If-
next question.
It
Yeah,
does not change the 80-20.
okay,
So it's just going to allow 55 until we get close to that 20%. Then
right,
that would have to stop.
gotcha. Okay, because otherwise that affects that 80-20 and also our tax situation, right?
Correct.
Well,
That
Okay,
would change that 80,
I got
right,
it. I
the
got you.
designation.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, all right, so if it doesn't change anything, it's basically there to our advantage.
Right.
Okay, got it.
The next thing on the agenda, the board has been in discussion. We're going to vote, and we're gonna vote on this tonight. With the new law in Florida, the open gun carry, we're gonna limit that law in the building, in and around the building or on the grounds, we are not going to allow unconcealed weapons to be carried. If you're gonna carry a weapon on the grounds, we want it to be concealed. And I'm gonna have the board take a vote on that. And we will put a sign up in the building in a couple of places that limits, if you're gonna carry, you gotta conceal the weapon. Does anybody have any discussion on that?
Great idea.
Do our guards count, and do our guards, are they armed?
No.
No, they're not licensed.
So, nobody has any discussion, so then I'm gonna take a vote on no unconcealed weapons can be if you're gonna carry a weapon on the grounds, it has to be concealed. All on the board in favor, say aye.
I,
Aye. That is carried, that there will be a sign, there will be signs put up. There will be no unconcealed weapons carried on the grounds. A lot of people are doing
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure, okay.
Jerry,
Yeah,
that includes all common areas. That includes the
Yeah.
whole, all common
outside,
areas.
even outside also. Common areas, outside, in the yard, anywhere on the common grounds or any of the grounds, common areas, no weapons are to be carried unconcealed.
Jerry, the other thing, did you vote previous discussion regarding the change to 50 from 55?
No, we said that we were board is going to talk about it between now and the next meeting and decide whether they want to do that, and then it'll be voted on at the next meeting.
Okay.
We
Thank
did
you.
not vote on that. We did not vote on that.
I guess, you know that you can, I guess it's private property, so you can indeed not have open carry on our property. Is that,
Yes, right.
okay? And who's going to enforce it?
We are.
The
The board of
security,
directors, the security guards, the guards at the desks, if they see somebody carrying and it's open carry, they're gonna ask them to conceal it. That whoever, any of the officers, board of directors, and even, I guess, somebody that lives here, if they see somebody with an open carry weapon, they can say to them, please conceal your weapon.
I agree.
Mhm. Good
Okay,
idea.
okay. On the lobby, we just got through the past 3 or 4 days, and I know it's been somewhat of an inconvenience, but we just got through doing the floor. One big thing we're having a problem with, we've recently replaced the marble in the elevators. People are coming in the front door with suitcases on wheels, carriages on wheels, and they're using the passenger elevators. We're asking everybody, if you come in the building with freight, and I'm talking about freight, I'm not talking about a wheelchair, I'm not talking about a walker, I'm talking about something with wheels with freight. Freight does not go on the passenger elevators. And the guards are partly at fault. They're opening the doors and people are getting on. But I'm asking you, please try to make sure that if you have freight boxes, anything with wheels on it, use the freight elevator. That's exactly what that elevator is for. The floor is a special non-destructible floor. It'll take it. It won't crack the tiles, and it'll really help us out tremendously.
Jerry, how about animals, dogs? Shouldn't they be limited to,
No,
the freight elevator? Because
you
they're
can't
things
do that.
all
There
over
is,
the,
Then
The
let me
regular
just tell you,
elevator.
let me tell you about the law about emotional and support animals. Emotional support animals, and I tried limiting, they couldn't even go in the lobby. I found out pretty quick when I got a letter from a lawyer. An emotional or service animal can go anywhere that the person they're with goes. You cannot limit to where an emotional dog goes. Even to relieve themselves, we set up a special place out back, and I wanted them only to be able to go out back. Can't do that. Any place that dog can go, their owner is supposed to pick up, but any place the owner can walk, an emotional or service animal is free game. They can go with them. You cannot designate any area undeemable or that a dog can't go there. If if it is deemed an emotional or a service animal,
Registered service animal,
yeah,
that's
but a
never the
regular
issue.
animal, we don't let in the building anyway. But it has to be, and there's my dog yelling. But it really has to be an emotional animal, and any place the owner or the person it's assigned to can go, that dog can go. You can't limit it.
Gotcha. So
I do
basically, we're a
suggest,
building with animals.
I do suggest that anybody that has a dog, they pick their dog up when they go in the elevator for one reason, that walking over the separation between the elevator and the lobby floor or the floor on the upstairs, the dog don't get his paw cut in between the elevator and the floor. So I do recommend that everybody that has an emotional animal, please pick the dog up. Don't let them walk in on the floor. I would hold a dog.
Jerry, could I say something right here regarding the receptacle for the dog's poop?
Yeah, go ahead.
Becoming a problem. And so I think that we should just tell everyone to please, pick up the dog. Always have a bag with you, and we have the receptacle out in the back parking lot. That's where it's supposed to be disposed of. So if everyone would take that into account, we don't want to see it on the grounds near the front door that's being not responsible for your animal. So please be aware of that.
Yes, just last week we had a lady, the dog relieved themselves outside. She had a paper bag. She picked it up, put it in the paper bag, and dropped it at the front door as she walked in the building. We caught her on camera, and we charged her $150 for doing that. But we don't always catch it. And I am very leery about people who are walking their dogs out front, because I often wonder, are they, after the dog does relieve themselves, are they walking down back and disposing of it? I don't know. But it really is a problem. And we've really got the grounds looking nice. We've spent a lot of money on mulch. We want to keep it looking that way.
May I ask a question?
Yeah,
If I see someone not picking up after their dog, who do I report it to?
the office.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely, please do, because we are charging everybody. We had a dog go to the bathroom in front of the elevator
Oh, God.
a month or so ago. We're charging that lady's giving us a real bad time, because we had to take a man off a job. We had to send them up to clean it up, but we did do that, and we're charging her $150, and she's raising hell about it, but I refuse to take it off her bill. It's charged to her apartment. It's going to stay there till she pays it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I got some good.
I also want to commend Edward. He's working so hard outside. He doesn't stop, and everything looks so beautiful. So I just wanted to let everybody know he's a wonderful worker.
Yes, thank you. And the outside is really coming to bear. It's looking beautiful. The inside is coming along. We're now going to do the back hall floor. We're about to start, the pool deck and all the walks around the building are all being fixed and painted and scraped and brought back to look new. So Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't get everything done because there's so much other stuff going on during the day. But we are working on a lot of projects at one time, and within the next 3 or 4 months, the building will be in pristine condition. A good thing, I know a lot of you are gonna be mad at, but the budget committee has met. The budget committee has done the budget for next year, and there will be no maintenance increase for the upcoming year. Maintenance is gonna stay the same,
Yay, everybody.
so that'll make everybody happy.
We worked hard on saving our money.
I guess you did.
Jerry, how about the money that we need towards fully funding the way the state defines it?
Well, there's only
Where
8
are we with that?
It's all taken care of. We did it. We opened up another account and we know what we have to transfer each month. It's all set.
That's all taken care of. We know what we have to put away every month for the fully funded Sears budget. And that's a separate account has been opened for it, and automatically that's going to be transferred every month. Thankfully, our 50-year inspection is completed. The building is in tip-top shape. There's nothing that we need. We don't have any repairs that we have to do now. The walls were the only thing they're done, and the building got a clean bill of health. As far as the 50-year inspection is concerned, it's going to be presented to the state this week. So that's a good thing.
But have we figured out what the cost is going to be to the association in general in order to not fully fund it? I know how it works, but how to fund it so that we're in line with that 20-year program?
We have that in the budget, and it's I believe somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 a month is going to be transferred into the Sears reserve account.
And that's going to be enough to satisfy the state and our.
Yes, it will be.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we went over that pretty closely.
Everything has been calculated to the penny.
Okay, I got a letter and an email, and there's been some discussion. Somebody, I think it was David Friedman, if he's on here, he asked to have the 12 times income discussion put on the agenda for tonight, that he wanted to discuss it. So here's his chance. David, are you there? He's not there. Well, he has to have that put on the agenda. We did put it on for him. He wanted to have somewhat of a discussion, but he's not here, so we're gonna pass that over. The other thing that I had, we've been running into some problems on the weekends with plumbing leaks, where somebody on the, let's say, the 8th floor, their wax ring is gone in their toilet, and it's going down into the floor underneath. You have to get a plumber to fix that immediately. I want to make a motion that the board, if emergency plumbing is needed, and an owner cannot be reached to get permission, the board can take it upon itself to call in a plumber, fix the leak wherever it's coming from the apartment up above, and the board would then rebill. We would get the bill and bill the owner of the apartment. There's no other way to deal with that, because we're ending up mopping up apartments and cleaning up apartments. So I would like to present that to the board in the form of, if there is a leak in an apartment, the owner of the apartment is not available by phone, in person, or to give us their permission, they get a plumber, that the building has the right to call a plumber, fix whatever is leaking that is damaging the apartment underneath it, and then send the bill along to the owner of that apartment. I'm gonna make that motion that the board pass that rule. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That rule was passed, at least that's gonna go into the rules and regulations. That if that happens, you just heard what I said. So you know that that's gonna happen.
Jerry, can you add, in addition to plumbing, maybe electrical, anything that really needs attention, emergency over the weekend, and you have to hire someone?
Okay, well, I'll make,
Maybe we shouldn't limit it to plumbing.
She's right.
you're right, and I agree with you. Why don't let's make a motion that we add anything that would damage another apartment, that would cause harm to another person's property in the building, that we have the right to call in a serviceman, a workman, fix it, and then charge the person who owns that apartment, send them the bill. We'll pay it because we have to guarantee whoever we call, but it'll go on their ledger, so they will be responsible for it. So we're gonna add that. Elise, will you add that to the to that rule and regulation?
Maybe instead of harm, damage.
Damage, yeah, put it down as damage to another apartment, or if there is water coming through, or anything that's going on that's gonna damage somebody else's property. And I don't know if any of you noticed, we now have designated parking spaces for handicapped. There's two out there in the front that are just for visitors, and then there is about 6 or 8 that are definitely just for people who are severely handicapped. And those are 6 or 8 in the front, 6 or 8 in the back. Those are strictly for severely handicapped people, and those can be reserved and be permanent spaces for those people. So please respect those handicap spaces. I find a lot of people just pull in and pull into those spaces, and it is towable. We've been sort of cautious about towing cars, but please, if there's a sign there that says resident reserved handicap space, please respect that sign. And the last thing is, we are in the middle of what might happen and might not happen, but we're in the middle of expanding the discussion on sprinklers in the building. I don't know where it's gonna go. It's supposed to be by the year 2027. They may put that off. We opted out, and we're in the middle. We have people working with the fire department to see just what we need. They don't even know what is needed, whether we need a fully sprinkled building, a partially sprinkled building. As soon as I get the word on what we may or may not need, I'll bring that to the board meeting. All right, that's everything that I have.
Jared,
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead.
it's Sandy. I've been on the whole time. I've just been having trouble getting my audio going.
Okay,
So I know you were asking for me before.
yes, I was asking for you if, under committee reports, if you want to make any type of an announcement of anything that you got going on, coming on, or things that you want to make people aware of that they may not know is happening. You're doing such a great job with that committee. I mean, it's really flourishing. We're so happy with what's going on there. So I didn't know if you wanted to make any type of an announcement or make people aware of anything.
I don't really, I mean, I'm just working on November. I mean, this month's pretty much over, so I don't really have anything to say about November right now. if anybody has ideas, I mean, a lot of people say you should do this, we should do that, but then nobody shows up for it. So
Are you gonna
part-
have bingo this month, Sandy?
we are on Tuesday night.
Okay, so Tuesday night there will be bingo.
Yes.
And anything else? I know Sandy makes some beautiful flyers. She puts them in the lobby. She puts them over. Sandy does a great job on running that committee. It's been very successful. You do have a lot of things going on. I want to commend you and thank you for the job that you're doing.
Thank you. Yeah, if anybody has any ideas, something they want to do in the future, just let me know.
It's just a shame, Jerry, because Sandy works so hard and then people don't show up.
Well,
or
that's,
sign
My meeting.
and I'm going to say one thing. If you're not going to show up, don't sign up.
Yeah.
That's not fair to Sandy, because what happens is I've noticed myself that people just go over and write their name down. Sandy makes plans, she buys things, she spends money, and then those people don't show up. If you're not going to come, it's fine. Don't come, but don't say you're coming if you're not going to come.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
I just aside from that, there's a pile of branches, tree, I don't even rubbish on out by the dumpster. Does the city not pick that up?
No, we pick it up.
I didn't
We
look at
have,
the picture you sent because I was hearing qué pasó. Picture of
we that,
están pensando by the year 2027, the fire department, they're waiting to see what the recommendation is for them to get sprinklers. Como hicieron el building de Wanda,
Who's talking?
but they still don't know the fire department what they need to do or how. So.
It's Laura.
Sandy, I know about that rubbish out there. I have that taken away every so often, but Edward is working right now. We're finishing up. We just bought the last 4 pallets of mulch, and as soon as he's through there, that'll all be gone.
Okay.
I have that taken away.
Okay.
Open forum. Anybody have anything they want to discuss in open forum?
Hi, Jerry. I'd like to say something. I'm Linda Latherman, 1103. First, I want to say I want to piggyback on the last thing. Thank you, Sandy, for all the amazing stuff that you do for the building. Thank you, Joe, who is always so responsive when I reach out to him about some of the things I'm about to mention. I was hoping if you could please give us an update. I have mentioned.
What about thanking me?
Thank you, Jerry, because you're the amazing president.
Absolutely.
I'm only joking.
I was just hoping that you could give me an update. I don't know who else here is in the 11th floor, but I have a humidity sensor, and the 11th floor is more humid than some other floors. It's substantial. I literally have tested the 12th floor, the 10th floor, and some other floors. Laura, can you please mute? So I've tested other floors. Like I know Dr. Mason is here. I know Migdalia is here. We're on in the 11th floor. The 11th floor is at least 10 percentage points, if not more, humid than other floors that I have tested. So I was wondering if you could give us an update on that. Number one, there is a humidity problem on our hallways in the 11th floor. Also, 1118 has a stink. I have mentioned it a couple of times. I know I've been told that Steve dealt with it, but it's still going on. So could you please update us in those 2 regards?
Well, they've been working on that. As far as the 11th floor, the humidity, I didn't hear anything about that, but we will check into that. Maybe the air conditioner has to be lowered there. I don't know, but I didn't hear about that. I did hear about, go ahead, Doc. You're muted, Doc. We can't get him.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can.
Okay, sorry about that. Yes, I've noticed this problem also, Linda, and it's been going on for about a month. I've talked to Hector about it. I've talked to Steve about it, and I'm assuming they've lowered the AC. The air conditioning in the west wing seems to be better than it is on the east and south wings. South wing is where Linda is. East wing is where I am, and the problem still is occurring, and we're afraid of mold developing on the struts, etc., because of that. So I didn't mention it to you, Jerry, because I think that we were hoping that they would take care of it. But apparently, as Linda has spoken, it's an ongoing problem.
I did
I'll
measure,
look-
I did measure it last night specifically to be prepared for this meeting. So this is an ongoing issue. I measured it yesterday.
This is the first I heard about the air conditioning. I will
Oh.
address it with Hector first thing tomorrow morning.
Good. And while I have you, I just want to mention something medically for those people who are wondering about the flu injections. This is the time to get it. The flu season, though it looks like it's going to be a very mild one, it certainly is still, there are going to be people who contact flu. So it's important to do it now as we head into the peak of the season, which occurs usually in January and February. And in addition to the COVID, COVID also seems to be mild, and that doesn't mean that you are not possibly a victim of it. So if you've not had a booster in the last 6 months and you're over 65, I highly recommend that you get the new booster injections, all right, and that is readily available at CVS, Publix, or Costco, etc. Thank you.
I want to mention, Linda, you're all set now. You know that I'm going to talk to Hector tomorrow about that air conditioner.
Yeah,
And
can I just reach out to you for follow-up, or how do I follow up?
call me.
Okay, thank you.
We're going to check the, we will have that air conditioner checked and make sure that it's working up to par and it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Before we,
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jerry.
Before we go on to, I was only joking with you before, let me just say that. But when we do have a major problem here, and people just don't understand the laundry rooms. Today, I spent $1,500 on filters, new filters for the dryers. But people are going in those laundry rooms, doing their laundry, and leaving the lights on. And then they move a chair in front of the washing machine, and they sit there and they watch the wash go, or they read a book. When they get up, why can't they put the chair back? They leave it holding the door open. Why can't they shut the light off? It's costing you people, all of us, money. So if you see somebody come out of the laundry room and leave the laundry room on, please address it with them and ask them to shut the lights in the laundry rooms, because our electricity bill is anywhere between $10,000 and $13,000 a month. Our water bill is anywhere between 14 and up a month, thousand. That's $30,000 a month we're spending for those two things. And I'm very concerned about money. I watch the money very closely. No bill gets paid out of this building without my approval. Everything goes through me, and I'm very money aware because I'm trying to keep the maintenance the same as we are this year. And we're trying not to have any special assessments if we can. So please, if you see somebody doing something that's costing us money, don't be afraid. Like the Coral Springs Police Department says, make a call, say something to them and tell them, you just walked out of there and left the door open. So I appreciate it very much. The other thing is the storage rooms. Nothing is supposed to be outside the storage rooms of your locker. As of tomorrow, we're going through every room, every storage room. If there's anything on the main floor, and this is per the fire department, it's getting thrown out. I'm just telling you, if you lose something, if you put something in there and it's not in your locker, if it's on the main floor, it's going in the dumpster. I gave Edward orders. Dottie has been kind enough to supervise us. So please, nothing on the floor or around outside the locker. All right, I didn't mean to take that time. Anybody
Ruben,
else?
can I ask a quick question, follow up? You were talking about the laundry. For people who are familiar with humidity, does it make a difference if the door is closed or open when we're doing the laundry and after
No,
in terms of humidity?
No, I don't think it makes any difference. It's just that when they leave, I don't think the humidity makes a difference. I think what makes the difference is what it costs us when they leave and they leave the lights on. And I think that that's something that's really got to be addressed.
Also, the storage rooms, they leave the lights on.
Yeah, well, it only goes to reason that what we're talking about, that every light should be shut off automatically if you walk out the door. And people just aren't doing it. I know on my floor, every time I go out, I go and look in the laundry room, 9 out of 10 times I'm shutting the lights off. So multiply that by 12. Anybody, anything
Yeah,
else?
Jerry, I have something I'd like to say. I'd like to address the tables on the elevators. Now, I know that you put me in charge of that and everything is going well. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because on my floor, the arrangement that I made, someone either put a apple on top of my arrangement and knocked over the sign I had. So that was intentional, and I did not appreciate that. In any other floor, no one is to touch anything on the tables unless they call me first, okay? Because I do approve each and every floor. And so I would appreciate people being considerate and not damage anyone else's property. Thank you.
Yeah, and I completely agree with you. I did put you in charge of that. You're doing a great job. But people, I don't know why people are mean enough that they would destroy the beautiful things that you make. And I agree wholeheartedly. I hope they understand that there are cameras, and just like the girl that put the bag in front of the door, that Joe was kind enough to go on the cameras, we find it. And that's another thing people don't understand here, that we see everything that's going on. We can go to the time, the date, and it remains on the cameras for 90 days. So we can go back 90 days and see everything that happened. Joe, what are there, 58 cameras? Well, I can't hear you, Joe.
Yes, that is correct, Eric.
50, right. So if somebody thinks they're getting away with something, they're really not, because we can go on and see it. And I'm going to make one other thing that bothers me. Please, now that the breezeway is done over, we did take the big speed bumps down because
Thank you.
they were too big. But I'm not going to put smaller ones back up yet. But people got to stop flying through that breezeway. They got to stop and go slow through the breezeway. There are people walking, and it's going to be very easy to hit somebody coming out. A lot of people come out and they look only to the left. They don't look the other way. So please, and even in the driveway, when you're driving around the property, please drive slow. We have some people in here that think they're at the Daytona Raceway, and they fly around here like mad. Please, don't fly. There are people walking, and you have to respect those people. Anybody
Jerry?
else on open forum?
Jerry, how about putting a small stop sign in each direction under the breezeway? I mean, it doesn't have to be
There
a
is.
full-size one.
I believe there is.
Right, we have them.
They're there.
Does
There's,
for a full stop?
yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, and they don't do it. They just fly through.
I have a
So-
question. You mentioned about electricity, and I've been asking my neighbors recently because I feel like my electric bill is a little high for a one bedroom. Like last month, I almost paid like 175. So
Well-
I don't know if I have to call FP&L or
Definitely,
it does seem rather high, yes?
it is.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
because
high.
I just got a bunch of new appliances and I said, these things say energy efficient, and this is not energy efficient.
Something's wrong.
Okay.
You gotta call P&L because I know I have a 2-bedroom apartment and my bill is under 100 every month. So,
Okay.
so if you're 175, I can give you a yes right away.
Okay, because I asked another neighbor. She's like, I think she's I forgot her. I think her name is Carrie. She said she was 200, and I'm like, okay, that's not far from me. But she has a 2-bedroom, so okay, I'm gonna call FP&L for sure. Thank you.
Depends how cold you set your thermostat also.
My thermostat
Thank-
doesn't leave 75. I am a
Oh, that's why.
very not. I don't like the cold. I'm a true
That's
Floridian.
Okay.
Anybody
I
else?
also had a question. When is the HOA dues for the next year getting released? I wasn't sure if that was brought up already.
Say that again?
When is the new HOA like dues being released?
I just told you it's staying the same.
They're staying the same. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna go up this year. The HOA dues for 25, 26, 26, 27 will be the same.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. At least had told me it was going up by $5 because of the cable, so I was interested about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same. Yeah. Anything else? Anybody else? And always remember, it's very important. There's 209 apartments here. Please respect your neighbors. Try to realize that there are other people living here. I realize that it's an apartment building. It's not a private house, but noise travels. After 11 o'clock at night, please try to respect your neighbors so nobody gets bothered. We all try to help each other. We actually have a beautiful building, beautiful people, wonderful people. We all try to get along. We all help each other. So please respect them as far as noise is concerned.
Jerry,
Yeah.
can I just add something to it? The lady that was just speaking about, where she said, Elise said that it's going up $5. That is for Blue Stream. That's not.
Right.
That's not the maintenance. So there was a misunderstanding there on their part, or on when Elise mentioned it. That is totally separate. It comes on the same bill, or
But it's separate.
quarterly, monthly, or quarterly, however you're paying it. But the 10-year deal that we had with Blue Stream is a 3% increase every year. However, the budget that handles the maintenance part of it is not going up, as Jerry said. The bill will go up by that $5 because of the Blue Stream internet and television.
Yeah, because you gotta understand, the money for Blue Stream does not go to us. We have nothing that we pay it out, but that has nothing to do with the upkeep of the building, the paying. I mean, I don't know if everybody realizes that we have a tremendous payroll. We have to have these help. There's so much stuff going on here. So there's always bills, believe me, when I tell you, we're never without bills. But
Yeah, I
you're
just wanted
right.
to make sure I was paying the right amount. That was all.
Yeah, okay. Anybody else have anything else on open forum? All right, I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting. Somebody,
I second it.
motion made, meeting adjourned. Thank you all for attending. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you, all that you do, and I appreciate you coming to the meeting. Thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Jerry.
Jerry.
Who seconded?
Thanks,
Joe.
everyone.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Begins at the ballot box. The electoral road to breakdown is.
Is there any fruit left in there?
There's the grapes
No.
here, and there's blueberries, and there's strawberries.
Maybe I'll have a couple of strawberries. You can just, no.
Jerry, you can hit the record and stop the recording at this point.
Yeah, I'll go into.
Okay.
How do you get on?